Alright, guys, welcome to my channel. My name is William Jamming, and this is Learning Digital Art. And as you guys already see in this video's name, it's a very ambitious project. It's 100 days of learning Blender's Grease Pencil, just Grease Pencil. Okay, and the reason for I start this project is that I am a guy who love drawing, and but I also want to try like different formats of drawing, and recently I just learned a little bit about animation, and I think what program can combine all this together, and that is Blender. Okay, in Blender, especially Blender right now, I got updated to like a 4.02 or 3, something like that, and it's greatly improved the functionality of Grease Pencil. And I did not know that Blender have this functionality until few days ago, and I'm so thrilled about this functionality because it actually combine like three of my favorite things together. So I decided from now on I'm going to invest a huge amount of my time to learn this and share what I learned with you guys. So there will be initially 100 days of learning Grease Pencil. But if I think it's so interesting, I might invest more time, maybe 1,000 days. As you guys already see, I already start a new series called 1000 Days of Learning Digital Art, because digital art, like traditional art, sorry about that, 1000 days of learning traditional art. If you haven't watched that, you can go to check that in the description. It's a huge commitment. I'm going to spend nearly like 4 years of my time into traditional art just to get my digital art better and my general art sense better. I'm a guy who's so serious about things, even though I got a cartoon avatar up here. It's a funny face, but hey, I'm really into things once I want to learn it. Okay, and I already made a commitment, and I haven't yeah like fail any of the commitment that I set my mind to. So if I say 1000 days, it will be 1000 days. You will have at least 1000 video in the traditional series, as well as 100 videos at least in Grease Pencil. And I believe that as long as you put your heart into it, you can improve. And talk about that's all me talk about myself. But what does this for you, my valuable subscribers or viewer? I think I think I already talked about this because I'm right now unemployed, so I got all the time in the world, and what is more, I am a beginner. I'm a beginner like you, so I don't know anything about Grease Pencil before I record this video. Okay, but I have huge amount of time, and I have a like a resolution to invest my time to this subject, so I can sort of condense my learning. What a beginner from a beginner perspective, I can answer the beginner's question, because that's the question that I encounter and spend a huge amount of time to solve that. So I can just directly recall that solution to you, and just in this video, just from beginner point of view, give you like a shortcut. And this will be like the first hand experience. So it's not like I'm like a Blender or Grease Pencil guru, that I already so familiar with all the things, and I am have a great taste of art, something like that. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm just the same guy, like the guy next door. Okay, but I have a like a beginner perspective, so I sort of like improve with you. So I'm just like a one step or two step like ahead of you, and I will like there is a like a like hole before me. I will just like drop into the hole first, and then maybe I spend 2 days climbing out of that hole, and then you just reach that hole, and I after I climb out, I will just talk to you, say, "Hey, there's a hole here, and don't walk into that hole." Okay, I just found another way around this hole, so I just save you guys say 2 days of time, and I think that's the most important thing, and most valuable thing that I can provide with you guys. The first is time. The second is from beginner point of view, because that's what I like tackle the problem from beginner point of view. Okay, so that's the reason I named this channel Learn Digital Art with me, not like taught by me. I'm not a guru. Okay, I want to build a community that we can grow together. Okay, I know I talk a lot, but that's my style. I really want to like chat with you and to talk my thoughts, and I'm really serious about making this, because I want to save all this video and use as a sort of I treat all this as my legacy for my kids, for my grandkids, something like that. So I really treat this really seriously. So that's why I share my personal experience. I add some like a personal thoughts, and my question about this certain thing, something like that. I will, yeah, talk about that during all this video, and I think that's my style. Okay, so yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So first, of course, we have to use the latest Blender. If you're watching this video, you might have like a newest version of the Blender, but don't worry. I'm really hard working. So if there is a great changes of Blender, I will add to this series. Okay, so I try my best. I work 18 hours average a day to make my like I've done a lot of things, and I just want to like update and push everything progress forward. Okay, so I will try my best, and I'm using the latest version of Blender, at least when I record this video. Is Blender 4.0.2 or 3, something like that. And hey, let me just check this. Okay, check about Blender. Yeah, I'm using Blender 4.0.2. Okay, and yeah, you can, if you want like everything exactly the same, you can use this specific version. You can go to the repository of Blender and download this specific version, the same as me. But of course, you can, you can just use the latest version. So there might be some tiny differences between me and you on the UI design, something like that, but you can always Google. Okay, so yeah, and if there's some major changes, or if there's a better way of doing this, I will try my best to record more videos for you. Okay, so let's get started. So in this video, I'm not going to go too detail about that, but I'm going to just want to share with you guys what is included in this series. So I think I'm going to talk about first is how to draw in Blender, because the main things that I'm so amazed about Blender is that it's really versatile, and I really want to draw, but I want to draw in a 3D space. So drawing, but it's not like drawing from scratch because I already got the like traditional art series and like drawing Photoshop series, something like that. So if you really want to get to drawing and drawing different style, you can check that out. But I will give you like a general tour of how to do the drawing in Blender and the workflow of drawing in Blender, and maybe some of the example. I just list out a like the outlines of this series of video, but I haven't gone into the detail. So I might add more things in the future. It's just it will be more, but it won't be less. That's my style. I will always add more than I promise, but I will not like negate my words. I will not say I will do something and I won't do that later. I'm not that kind of guy. Okay, so first is drawing, and I think in Blender we got a lot of things in Node, and if you watch my stream, you will know that I'm a guy who is really interested in playing with a Node, and after a little bit of research, I think in Grease Pencil we also have some specific node for Grease Pencil, so I'm going to play with the node definitely as well. And of course, speaking of drawing, in Grease Pencil we get different brush, so I might tweak the brush a little bit because if you draw digitally, one major part of the drawing style is dependent by brush. Okay, of course you can customize your brush in a lot of software, but I want to do that and play that in Grease Pencil in Blender as well. And I think of course you can draw on the 3D object. I've seen a lot of the YouTube tutorial about that, and I'm so amazed by what you can do on the 3D object. So you can really change the style of the 3D object. So if you're just using node and I don't know, maybe using the different texture, maybe some line art plugin, something like that. Still the 3D 3D like stylized 3D output will not be as good as the like actual 2D drawing. So it's basically like a technology of 3D to 2D. But with the help of Grease Pencil, because you can actually draw stylish line on the 3D drawing, and you can just make a really amazing like 2D-ish or 2.5D-ish art. And I have experiment that using Photoshop and sort of like input that output that into Blender to do that, but I don't think that works great, so I'm going to tweak that, change it, and maybe try this out in Grease Pencil. And of course, the animation. I used the Adobe's Animate. I think maybe half a month ago, and I really love it. I use that for the really simple reason is that I want to quickly practice my drawing, and I just want drawing different poses in very short time. But that's the moment when I start like really into animate, not animate but animate, yeah, because I think it's so fascinating to watch the art that you create and it's moving like it's alive, and I think that kind of like revive, like make the child me, the child within Jermaine back to life, bring that kids like back to life. Okay, so it's not like back to life. I don't know how to say that in English. It's like there is a like a kid self already like enclosed, like sleep deeply inside your subconscious, like really go underwater, and like build upon it is you, but it's an adult you. But the animation do give me a kind of feeling that the kid's version of me still like somewhere, and he want to go out and have some fun. Okay, that's it. I don't know whether how to say this that specific thing is just too deep for me. I'm not very good at speaking English, by the way. So if I say something weird, do please point it out, especially in the string. Okay, I want to correct my spoken English. And I might yeah learn and maybe make some short anime about I don't know whatever I have in mind, but I really want to do that in Blender because you can. Yeah, I have something in mind. It's like I want to create a really like stylish 3D scene in Blender and paint on some of the characters, and maybe I will use. I got a big green screen, just back of me. I don't know whether you guys can see, but I think I can put that into good use. Not only as the like I use that like chroma filter something like that, and then clip everything back out. I think I might use this as a motion cap, um, like a backdrop, so I can move and capture, and then I will use that motion capture data into one of the model, and maybe like then use Grease Pencil to stylize that model and to stylize that maybe make some short film. I don't know, but I would definitely try this out. And yeah, I think that's what I have in mind, at least from my understanding. So yeah, I think that will be all for this video. So it's just a simple, but it's not so simple. It's like I really talk a lot. Um, just some um, thing that I have in mind in this series. Okay, so from this video on, uh, the next video will be very short. I tend to make my video size like a bite size about specific thing. So you guys can like click the video and go straight to the point. Okay, so sorry about that. I talk about a lot in this video, but I'm so excited to start a new series and to get in touch and actually learn a technology, learn a skill that can combine at least three of my favorite things, and I can try new things. That's so brilliant, and I got a a head that I can actually show my face. Okay, so I'm just so excited. I'm gonna use this a lot. I really want to talk to you guys about things. Okay, so yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.